Haven. Bar. Crow is seen drinking at a local bar when he was approached by a man. Ashbin. Room for one more? Crow. Oz? Why are you here? Ashbin. To face a certain betrayal. Crow. Are you sure about this? This might just be a wild goose chase. Ashbin. No, with current events I believe this war is almost over. Crow. How could that be possible, Oz? Ashbin. You haven't seen the news? Atlas was reformed after the war. Crow. What war, Oz? Ashbin. You really don't know. Atlas attacked Argus. One of Jaune's family lives there. Crow. Oh no, so the Republic went to war. Ashbin. Yes, and they won in literally 2 days, which is scary. Just go to show you they're truly veterans. OC, countless battles. And Jaune has informed me he's on his way here. Crow. So we're taking Leo down? Ashbin. Yes. I hope this ends. LAAT outside of Haven's borders. Transmission. Jaune. Are you sure? Emerald. Yes, she will be joined with 2 high-ranking members to ensure they get things done. Jaune. Understood. Be careful out there. Emerald. You got it. Jaune. Alright boy, this might be the beginning of the end of our Grimm threat, so let's make sure this warmonger is dealt with. Set your weapons to kill this time. Haven Academy. Ruby. Blake, you're back. Young. So how was your family doing? Blake. They're safe and Jaune has made peace with the reasonable part of the White Fang and they agreed no more attacks will take place. Weiss was watching her scroll in shock. Weiss. Guys, look. Weiss shown them her scroll. A war was declared. Atlas versus Republic. Yesterday's news interview. Lisa. This is Lisa Lavender reporting on news of the war between Atlas and this mysterious republic. In a shocking turn of events, a transmission was sent to the Atlas Council at the same time, with the broadcasted all over the cities. In a declaration of intent revealed to the public of the corruption within the government and its private companies like the SDC. After the reveal, the leader of the Republic declared war on Atlas. Here is live action footage of the invasion force attacking Atlas. Here is live action footage of the invasion force attacking Atlas. The battle was fierce, but one-sided. The war lasted for 2 days. The first day was a large-scale assault, while the second day calmed down to small sporadic engagements in the city. The Republic declared that their enemies are the Council and barred the use of destruction as a means of achieving their goals. Engaged man to man, but Atlas still used destructive means like paladins and Jaegers to take advantage of the Republic's compassion. Engaged man to man, but Atlas still used destructive means like paladins and Jaegers to take advantage of the Republic's compassion. The same compassion when their soldiers kept families safe as they evacuated the areas they moved through before fighting, further cementing the Republic's intent. On the second day they were able to capture the Atlas Council and renew the corrupted system of governance. We're here now with the Republic's representative with an important address to the world. The camera pans over to an armored figure. Ruby, hey look, it's John. The two teams link the scroll to a larger screen and boost the volume. Ashbin and Crow arrived and saw the news. Crow's jaw dropped to the floor and Ashbin just goes to the coffee machine to get a mug. In another location. Ark residence. Juliet. Mom. Turn on the TV. Bianca. Juliet, what's wrong? Galen. What's the matter? Juliet. It's John, he's on TV. Bianca scrambled for the remote and turned the TV on. The image showed Lisa Lavender and John sitting on chairs. Bianca, John, asterisk sob asterisk. Cotta Ark residence. Tara, honey, John's on TV. Saffron, what? Back to the news. Lisa, care to introduce yourself, Mr. John? I am John Fett, Supreme Leader of the Grand Army of the Republic. Lisa, how is someone as young as you become a leader of an army? John laid a hollow viewer and turned it on to help with his presentation. John, I was raised by a great man who's simply making his way through the universe. The viewer showed an armored man. John, he trained me to be the best in the galaxy. Lisa, wait a moment, galaxy? You mean in space? John, yes, we are capable of space exploration and travel. The viewer showed a map of the galaxy, specifically the outer rim. John, this is remnant in the outer rim, while the Republic was in the inner core. Lisa, amazing, this is a revolutionary discovery. So what about this army you seem to be with? What can you tell us about them? The viewer showed a clone trooper with his helmet in his hands. John, the Grand Army of the Republic is composed mostly of clones made out of my genetic template. Lisa looks in shock. Lisa, clones? How is that even possible? John, during my time bounty hunting along with my father, we were approached by a man named Tyrannus. He basically recruited my father for the cloning program, but offered me because I was a better fit. The viewer showed Kamino and a Kaminoan. John, this is the planet Kamino, homeworld of the Kaminoans. This is where I was living when they were researching my genetics. The Kaminoans realized my genetic template pure and my psychology was stable. What made them more interested in me because of my record of progression in training and aptitude. Being a fast learner and speed of adaptation and improvisation was the qualities they were looking for. And they began cloning en masse for months. I'm the span of 2 months I trained and prepared my brothers for the coming war the Republic was about to face. Ark residence. Bianca, my son was a part of a war. Galen, how he speaks fondly of his adoptive father. I really was such a fool. Newsroom. The viewer showed recordings of the war. The viewer showed recordings of the war. John, the war lasted 8 months. John, the war lasted 8 months. But that alone was long for the amount of planets involved. Lisa, it all seems horrible. What were the results? Jaune, sighs a hard-earned peace. The price was too high. 3,582,000 clones dead. 48 million dead civilians. Lisa paled at the numbers. Lisa, that is horrendous. Jaune, makes me wonder if the civil wars here on Remnant was worth it. But enough about that. With the war over and the galaxy rebuilding, I opted to bring Remnant into the Senate and rebuild this world. Lisa, that is some grand plans, Mr. Fett. But why the war on Atlas? Jaune, that would be because they attacked first. I sent the 332nd to check on Grimm activities in Argus. But what my company found was an Atlas extermination force sent by Jacques Gelly to wipe out the inhabitants, then plunder the dust mines nearby. Jaune showed the recordings of the transaction. Remnant was in uproar. Weiss paled, then cried at what her donor has done. But Jaune referred to him as Gelly, not Schnee. Jaune, Jacques is disowned by the Schnee family. Records indicate he married into the family for their name and power. And the Schnee family should not be slandered or harassed. Weiss was crying tears of joy. Lisa, so that explains his arrest. So what of the reformation of the Atlas government? Why put Ironwood onto power? Jaune, he was the only sensible one among the council and didn't want the war. It isn't permanent though. I have established that only the people get to choose their leaders. And a fair voting system is applied to both communities. Ironwood would only serve as a steward for the moment to maintain order until new council representatives are voted in the office. Lisa, wow, a hero of a galactic war, leader of a great army and a student from Beacon. This has been an enlightening report. This is Lisa Lavender and this concludes these report.